Hello everyone. Today we will discuss osmoregulation and regulation of kidney functions. Osmoregulation and regulation of kidney functions. First one osmoregulation. So the osmoregulation means they maintain the balance of water and ions in body fluids. Osmoregulation means maintenance of the water and ion balance of body fluids is called as osmoregulation. Maintain of water and ion balance. Ion means electrolyte balance is called as osmoregulation. Osmoregulation means they maintain of the water and ion balance of the body fluids. Water and ion balance of the body fluids is called as osmoregulation. So this osmoregulation is maintained by our body hypothalamus, next one juxtaglomeralar apparatus, next one heart. So these are the regulation of the body fluid functions. So the regulation of the osmoregulation means the maintenance of the water and electrolyte balance of the body fluids is called as osmoregulation. So the osmoregulation function is maintenance by the hypothalamus, juxtaglomerular apparatus and heart. First one hypothalamus. So the hypothalamus contain osmoreceptors. Hypothalamus contain osmoreceptors. Hypothalamus contain osmoreceptors. So these osmoreceptors function monitoring the body fluids functions, monitoring the body fluids levels, ionic and water balances. The osmoreceptors presenting on the hypothalamus. These osmoreceptors functioning, so they are the monitoring the balance of water and ions. Monitoring of water and ion balance. For example, in human body, loss of more water. So the osmoreceptors identify the loss of more water. So these are impulse, these indications sending to the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is activate. The activate hypothalamus, they are releasing to the hormone, antidiuretic hormone ADH. They are releasing to the antidiuretic hormone into the blood. This is releasing into the blood. So these antidiuretic hormone, they helps from the reabsorption of water. Reabsorption of water from the digital convoluted tubules and collecting duct. Digital converter tubules and collecting duct. So they reabsorption of water. Next one, the water levels are the balance. The water is levels are the maximum levels. Water levels are the normal. So sometimes, so they are the stopping of the releasing of the hypothalamus. Stopping of hypothalamus secretions. Hypothalamus secretions. So they are the stopping of the hypothalamus secretions. Once revise, so the hypothalamus, our brain presenting on the hypothalamus. So the hypothalamus contain a osmoreceptors. Hypothalamus contain a osmoreceptors. So these osmoreceptors identify the loss of water. Identify the loss of water. For example, loss of water. So the loss of water, these are identify the osmoreceptors. Identify the osmoreceptors. So these are activate the hypothalamus. Activate the hypothalamus. Activate the hypothalamus. So the hypothalamus, they are releasing to the hormone ADH. Hormone ADH, antidiuretic hormone, through the neurohypophysis. Through the neurohypophysis. ADH released into the blood. ADH released into the blood through the neurohypophysis. So these ADH function reabsorption of water from the reabsorption of water from the digital converter tubules and collecting duct. The reabsorption of water on the digital converter tubules and collecting duct. So the normal position of the water levels, normal balancing of the water levels. So the stopping of the hypothalamus secretions. Stopping of the hypothalamus secretions. So they are the negative feedback control. Negative feedback control. So the normal level of the water, they stopping of the secretion of hypothalamus. So they are the stopping of the functioning. So these are the hypothalamus function. First one, loss of water from the body. So the identification of the osmoreceptors. So the osmoreceptors activate the hypothalamus. So the hypothalamus releasing to the hormone, antidiuretic hormone is also called as vasopressin. So these hormone releasing into the blood through the neurohypophysis. So these hormone, they stimulate the reabsorption of the water from the digital converter tubules and collecting duct. So these are the so they are the decreasing blood pressure, decreasing of the blood pressure, fall in the blood pressure, decreasing of the blood pressure. Next one, so the any reason, so the osmoreceptors are the not functioning, or hypothalamus is not functioning, that person's causing the diabetes insipidus. Diabetes insipidus. So the diabetes insipidus means the loss of more water from the urine. So they are the diabetes insipidus. They are not functioning of the hypothalamus or not functioning of the osmoreceptors. So they are the regulation of kidneys from the hypothalamus. Regulation of kidney from the hypothalamus. Next one, juxtaglomerular apparatus. Juxtaglomerular apparatus. Next one, juxtaglomerular apparatus. Next one, Juxtaglomerular apparatus. Juxtaglomerular apparatus. JGA, juxtaglomerular apparatus. Juxtaglomerular apparatus. So the juxtaglomerular apparatus, they functioning of the regulation of kidney function. Regulation of kidney functions. First of all, juxtaglomerular apparatus is presenting on the, for example, there the Bowman's capsule, PCT, loop of Henle, DCT, and collecting duct. So they are the nephron. So these nephron are presenting on the glomerulus. So these are the glomerulus. So these efferent renal arteriole. So the efferent renal arteriole connecting from the DCT, digital convoluted tubules. So the efferent renal arteriole connecting the DCT, this place is called as juxtaglomerular apparatus. This place is called as juxtaglomerular apparatus. Means the efferent renal arteriole contact with the digital convoluted tubules. This region is called as juxtaglomerular apparatus. The efferent renal arteriole contact with the DCT. So this region is called as juxtaglomerular apparatus. So the DCT, from the DCT, so the modified epithelial cells. Modified epithelial cells are presenting on the this region. So this region is called as macula densa. This region is called as macula densa. Macula densa. So the DCT, this connecting region, many modified epithelial cells presenting in this region. So these are called as macula densa. Next one, efferent renal arteriole. These are the efferent. Efferent renal arteriole. Efferent renal arteriole presenting on the JG cells. Presenting on the JG cells. So the JG cells are the modified smooth muscles. Smooth muscles. So these are the efferent renal arteriole. These efferent renal arteriole presenting on the JG cells. So these JG cells modified the smooth muscles. Modified of the smooth muscles. So the macula densa and modified smooth muscles, JG cells and macula densa, these total they combine to form the juxtaglomerular apparatus. Juxtaglomerular apparatus means the DCT modified epithelial is called as macula densa. Next one, the JG cells of the efferent arteriole is called as, these two combined to form the juxtaglomerular apparatus. Juxtaglomerular apparatus. So these are the functioning as a maintaining the regulation of kidney functions. Maintenance of the kidney functions. Next one, fall in the blood flow of the glomerulus. The blood flow in the glomerulus, fall of the blood pressure. Decreasing in the blood pressure or decreasing of the glomerular filtration rate. Decreasing of the blood pressure or decreasing of the glomerular filtrating rate, that time the juxtaglomerular apparatus are active. So these active juxtaglomerular apparatus releasing from the hormone renin. They are releasing from the renin. So the juxtaglomerular apparatus releasing from the renin. So these renin, so the angiotensinogen. So they are the protein. Angiotensinogen is the protein. So these protein releasing by the liver. Angiotensinogen by the liver, producing by the liver. So these angiotensinogen, the renin converting to the angiotensin 1. The renin converting to the angiotensin 1. So the angiotensin 1 converting to the angiotensin 2 presenting on the angiotensin converting enzyme. Angiotensin converting enzyme. First of all, the juxtaglomerular apparatus releasing the enzyme renin. So these renin, so the angiotensinogen, so they are releasing by the liver. These are a protein. These protein converting to the renin, angiotensin 1. So the angiotensin 1 converting to the angiotensin 2, presence of the angiotensin converting enzyme. Angiotensin converting enzyme. So the angiotensin 2 is a stimulate adrenal cortex, stimulate the adrenal cortex. So these adrenal cortex, they are releasing to the aldosterone. The angiotensin 2 stimulating of the adrenal cortex, adrenal gland presenting on the above the kidneys, adrenal gland. So the adrenal gland contain a cortex region and medulla region. So this angiotensin 2 stimulation of the adrenal cortex part, adrenal gland cortex region is stimulated. So this stimulated region, they are releasing from the hormone aldosterone, So these aldosterone, they are releasing to the blood. The stimulate adrenal cortex gland, they are releasing to the hormone aldosterone. These aldosterone releasing to the blood. So this hormone helps from the reabsorption of the sodium ions and water from the digital converter tubules and collecting duct. So the reabsorption of sodium ions and water from the digital converter tubules and collecting duct, and secretion of K plus into the DCT and CD, and secretion of the K plus ions from the digital converter tubules and collecting duct. So the increase of the blood pressure and glomerular filtration. Finally, increasing of the blood pressure and glomerular filtration rate. So they are the functioning of the juxtaglomerular apparatus. First one, these juxtaglomerular apparatus are releasing the hormone renin. These hormone angiotensinogen, these releasing from the liver. So these are protein. These converting to the angiotensin 1. Angiotensin 1 converting to the angiotensin 2 from the capillary, blood capillaries of the liver. The angiotensin 2 stimulating of the adrenal cortex. The adrenal cortex releasing from the hormone aldosterone. These aldosterone reabsorption of water and sodium ions and secretion of K plus ions into the digital converter tubules and collecting duct. In the final step, increasing of the blood pressure and glomerular filtrate rate. So this entire process is called as RAS. Entire process is called as RAS. Renin, angiotensin, aldosterone system. Renin, angiotensin, aldosterone system. So they are the juxtaglomerular apparatus. Next one, heart. Third one is a heart. So the heart, the right atrium, blood pressure is increases. The heart right atrium blood pressure is increases. That heart walls are the stretches. For example, so these are the right atrium. So they are the left atrium. So they are the left ventricle, they are the right ventricle. So the right atrium blood pressure is increases. Right atrium blood pressure is increases. So that time these walls are the stretches. The walls are the stretches. That walls are releasing the hormone atrial natriuretic factors. Atrial natriuretic factor or atrial natriuretic peptide. Atrial natriuretic factor or atrial natriuretic peptide hormone is releases. So this hormone functioning is a vasodilation. Vasodilation means, for example, so these are the blood vessels. So these hormone increasing of the blood vessel size, So the decreasing blood pressure, of the blood pressure. So they are the heart. So first of all, heart, the right atrium blood pressure is increases. The right atrium walls are the stretches. So these are releasing from the hormones atrial natriuretic factor or atrial natriuretic peptide. These hormone functioning is the vasodilation. The blood vessel size are the increases. So the blood pressure is decreases. Blood pressure is decreases. So they are the heart functioning of the regulation of the kidneys. So they are the osmoregulation and regulation of kidney functions. Hypothalamus, juxtaglomerular apparatus and heart. So the hypothalamus are releasing the hormone antidiuretic hormone ADH. So these are the increasing of the blood pressure, the increasing of the reabsorption of water. So they causing to the prevention of the diabetes insipidus. So the juxtaglomerular apparatus are releasing the hormone renin. Renin converting to the angiotensin to angiotensin 1, angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2, angiotensin 2 stimulate the adrenal cortex. Adrenal cortex releasing them the hormone aldosterone. These aldosterone reabsorption of sodium and water and secretion of K plus ions from the collecting duct and digital converter tubules. Finally, increasing of the blood pressure and glomerular filter rate. So these entire process called as ROS, renin, angiotensin, aldosterone system. Next one, heart. So the heart, the right atrium wall stretches, they are releasing from the atrial natriuretic peptide or atrial natriuretic factor. So they are the blood vessels are the vasodilations. So these are the osmoregulation and regulation of kidney functions.